Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, how are
Boys
you?
and girls.
Welcome to Famalam Film Fest. Deeby Famalam Film Fest. Man is hype. We are actually online and we're doing this. I'm a little. Are you nervous, big man?
Bro, listen. I just wanted to be on camera, bruv. I got my mask, I got my blazer, I got my beads, I got my samurai
We got the blazer
sword.
out. Got the blazers out as we celebrate. And if you couldn't tell, my name's Deeby. His name. Are you listening to me? Listen to me. His name's Wumi.
My name. Yeah, Wumsum. I'm Wumsum.
Wumsum.
This way.
Like I said, we're celebrating. I got my blazer on. He's got his blazer on because it's my birthday.
Happy birthday, my G!
It's
well, I
like
want to turn, bro.
He's actually looking.
Nah, I'm away, bro. You gotta look that way. Look that way. I know. I tried it already.
Is this actually work? Yeah. I turned 30,
yeah.
and I'm feeling nice and old. We was all set to celebrate. We had this whole big night planned, short films, live art, music. Ain't that right?
Yeah, man.
And coronavirus happened, so we had to adapt, basically. But we here.
It's given birth to some nice new things, man. It's given birth to some nice new things. You know, who thought we would have been able to work this out? You know, we got the technical team in the back doing the things. You know, we got all of this fancy sort of artwork, production, all of that sort of stuff. Is good.
This is the 21st century. Like, nothing is ever going to be the same ever again.
It's going to be Black Mirror, yeah?
Oh, no, let's not go there. But yeah, I mean, I've already got people like messaging me and whatever. But it's good. I guess that means people are online. If you're with us, hello. If you can leave a message, man.
Alizi, Muffet, cheese! Muffet, yeah, you're on the team.
Yes, Lily.
Who's
about? I feel like I'm not quite there. I'm going to catch up with you guys.
Sarah! Yeah, Sarah, Lima, let's go. Yes. I was supposed to call you the other day. Sorry, I was busy working on my animation.
The one that we're showing later tonight, by the way. Sneak peek.
Hey, Deebs. Andrea said happy birthday.
Yes, Andrea.
This is one of your birthdays.
Thank you. You made it. You actually made it. I feel like I'm missing out. I'm not getting these messages yet. I want to.
I'm getting those.
I just got one from Martin too. Thank you, Martin. Thank you so much.
Man, you know what sucks?
Legend, Martin Kaluza. So we've got people out here from Germany online too. It's crazy. What sucks?
Martin originally was planning to come and see you for your birthday.
He's just telling me this now. I just found out. What, Martin? That's the saddest thing.
Listen, let me tell you about this Martin guy. He has excellent taste in music. Excellente. Everyone who knows me knows I got a good taste in music. Imagine me times 7 with a CD collection the size of my house. Are you mad?
Half of it's vinyl, surely. A lot of it was vinyl.
It's crazy.
Man.
But
yeah, I mean, I'm actually really kind of one of the blessings of this whole thing is the fact that we got people who couldn't be in the UK actually online and watching this. So thank you guys too. I mean, I feel so humbled right now. Thanks.
Good, man. People love you. People like you a lot. You're a likable guy.
I think so. Thank you. Man. So are you.
I love you so much. When you got locks, I decided not to get locked so that I wouldn't, still.
My cousin Ahmed, right?
So guys, how can we treat a Deeb? Should we get him a pizza, a skateboard, or a cake?
Pizza, a skateboard, or a cake? Well, I've got a board.
Which is broken.
Yeah, it's a piece of crap.
The board already?
One of my birthday presents. I got to shout out my boy Henry for this. Canadian Henry. I even spray painted it with some grateful artwork. What else?
Pizza.
Okay. You did all right in GCSE, man. You could do a better leap than that, bro.
I could do a better what? Leaf.
You can do a better Leaf than that, bro.
I did it with I did it first try with a what do you call it? Spray can, and I don't use spray cans, man. I find it tough using acrylic.
Hey, who's this Ben trying to tell me I don't have good taste in music? Get out of here, man! Get out of here,
But
man!
I am missing out this chat.
What's the time? So we effectively,
to be honest with you,
got a bunch of our friends together and just thought, okay, see how many of you can get a film or a production made before Deeby's birthday. It was supposed to happen in Genesis Cinema. We were literally going to be in Screen 1, so we're going to have like 100 people in Screen 1. Tickets were going fast, which was really, really good. And then you're going to have food, bro. You're going to have food.
Man, it's even going to have food. It's going to be a whole thing, including food.
That's what I'm saying. And then obviously this coronavirus thing come hit. And yeah, it's caused us to have to create streams and to do alternatives. But I think that's quite nice, you know. Well, not the virus, but like finding solutions. I guess that's what humans do. We try and manage things and adapt. And I feel like a lot of the filmmakers today, a lot of the people, the artists, the filmmakers, even though this time has been quite difficult and tumultuous, they all show level and the ability to adapt. So we're thankful for that.
You guys are the best. Like, honestly, I need to say a big, massive shout out to like you, Wumi, all my filmmaker friends who have like who've sent in some work, who sent in something. Honestly, this would never have happened without the films to actually show you guys. I feel a little wimped out. I didn't include any of mine, but next time. I mean, there's always a next time. In fact, I actually had to turn away some films because some of them were too long and some just didn't get made and weren't ready in time. So, God willing, this all goes well. We can do this again.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Right.
So, so how we rolling this out? Because I'm sure people actually came.
This is how we're going to do the night. Okay, so I think it'll probably last about an hour and a half in total, maybe 2. We'll see how it goes. I have 3 blocks of short films. The first block will last about, I suppose, 25 minutes, half an hour. And then we'll do an interview with one of the filmmakers who is online and with us. So if you're watching and you have any questions, be sure to just type them away. I can see all your messages. Thank you very much, Christian, for your birthday message. And yeah, we'll try and include it if we can. So for the first interview, we'll have a special guest, a good friend of mine called Jamie Abbott. He's made the first film that you'll be showing. So if you have any questions on that one, for sure, just drop a question and we'll try to get to it. Then we've got a second block of films, and then another interview with one of the directors, and then another block of films, and another interview. If you like, you can use those blocks with the interviews to run to the loop because you don't really want to miss any of these. But if I were you, I'd just go now. It's fine. We'll give you 20 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm not that generous. 20 minutes. Get out of here.
Yeah, you don't want to miss them. Listen, mine are you guys who have been following me on Instagram, you would have known. I was halfway through working out the music and all of that for my film, and then Apple decided to do the rainbow thing for an hour. A whole hour of editing gone. Yeah, gone to restart the whole thing. It was mad. But anyway, you'll see what
animation. That's a big deal.
Yeah, animation's funny, man. You have to like make everything.
Yeah,
I can't just like cheat and use a camera.
So we got quite a varied list of films tonight to show you guys. Actually, we got blogs, animations, work by professionals and amateurs alike, and man, I'm just excited and grateful to show all of this to you guys. I mean, it would have been nice to do it on a big screen. I think one of the filmmakers was going to try and have his film printed in 35mm for you film nerds, for those of you that know what's going on, what that is. And yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't make that happen. So we did the best we can. It's 9 o'clock.
Should we get started?
we should get started. People don't really want to just sit and listen to us talk for this long because we're just in our bedrooms, isn't it? It's a bit boring still.
Jasmine said happy birthday, Deebs.
Yes, bro. Safe, guys. No, oh, man.
Jasmine. It's a lady, bro.
Oh, Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine. Thank you. The Amarna.
Bro.
It's George Nindi. George is the guy.
Oh, yeah, special shout out to George Nindi. He's like the guy who helped make this work.
He's basically the guy putting this together. George is a wizard. Thank you, George. Go.
Get to the films.
Thank you, bro. Say again? Yeah, let's get the films on. Let's just check some of these messages. But keep sending in your messages. Keep chatting in, guys. We'll get to it. Film time.
Hello, and welcome to. I look like I'm in The Godfather. Hang on one second. Hello, my name is Jamie. You may know me from such productions as Adib's Kingston University Life, but at the moment I'm in Abu Dhabi / Dubai doing music. I thought it would be cool for you to see what I do on a daily basis, although it is coronavirus season. So if you see a lot of empty bars, it's not because I'm maybe.
Hours later.
Driving my taxi driver friend here.
Good.
Mario Marquis.
You are good. Nice.
Oh yeah. Yo, we're here at the football arena with my mate, Oz.
Getting ready for some football.
Natural. Yeah, so we're gonna put the phone somewhere and you can see my mad techers.
And the Oscar goes to
Jamie Abbott.
Nice.
This is going right centrepiece. This is going right in there. So David, on a scale of 1 to coronavirus, how are you feeling?
9.5 coronas.
Out of 100 or at 10?
10.
How are you feeling out of coronas?
I guess about 8.
About 8.
RP 8.
I feel alright. So yeah, sorry, backstory to everything. Coronavirus, we just had news that a lot of venues including us, and other bands have been hit by coronavirus. So that means that people have lost jobs and really...
12 seconds later. Two hours later.
Go on, fellas! Go on, fellas! 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 Oh!
Come on, it's good, come on. Keep it up.
Will be okay?
It's okay, it's just the first round.
The benefits of the delay phase would be, first, it would push back the peak number of cases from winter when pressure on the NHS is greatest. It would buy time for scientists to improve their understanding.
I'm coming to London.
So yeah, that's basically a normal week in the life of a musician. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you at the Oscars.
Did it go in your ear? 1, 2, 3, go.
So we were taking music from around the world, and we would make up a song based on words that we heard in different songs. So it was a song, and we picked out random words that we heard and put it into a song.
Oh well, oh well. Another sleep and she's a lucky duty and a song cake. Oh well, oh well.
shouldn't be talking. You and them cheeks. You and them cheeks. You and them cheeks. You and them cheeks. But see, some cheeks. Look at them cheeky bones.
I love you. 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 I love you.
Do the zeze, do this.
Do 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 zeze, 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 do zeze, do 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 do zeze. You do do zeze. And that's down. One, two, three, go.
One. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Okay.
What's he doing?
Did it go in your ear?
Hey.
Sorry.
No worries. We'll be back online. It's just.
You're good. You're good.
How are you, man? I hope you enjoyed that so far. So we got Batman with us right now. Basically telling me off because I didn't put up like a program for you guys. So like if you look in the descriptions now, if you guys are on YouTube, and look in the description box, you should be able to see a lineup of all the films' name. I still think it needs minor edit because it says Jamie's film was on 4th when that was on 1st. But the one you just saw, the very cute black boy fight, was a film by your boy Nadeem, innit, Wumi? Your boy Nadeem.
Nadeem!
I love that. Is it 35?
Gabisi.
I see someone asking if it's 35mm. I think it might be
Super 8.
It's
Super
a Super 8.
It was on the Super 8.
Yeah, right,
that's
it's Super
how you
8.
know we're being fancy up in this thing.
My God, Super 8. I told you somebody was going to try and project a 35mm when we had this in a cinema screen before. But yeah. Is that our only Super 8 film? You know what? I don't think it is.
We've got some special ones coming up.
Nadeem.
30 by 30 is Super 8.
You guys on Facebook, if you give me like 5 minutes, I'll get the description and all the films up in running order for you guys too. But yeah, any more questions for Jamie? Just type them in just down there. We'll get him on in a minute, as you could probably tell with the slide that appeared earlier. But yeah, next film is...
It's the trailer for Pride and Protest.
Oh, we actually got that working. We got the trailer for
yeah.
Pride and Protest. I'm sorry, this is a trailer for Pride and Protest. My boy made this.
He's a friend of ours, Hadi. Yeah. We haven't seen in years.
Haven't seen in years.
Child of 4 and 5 doesn't know his own sexuality. Yes. He doesn't know the word sex.
Listen to! Listen to! Listen to!
What about transgender? What are you telling our children? That a boy can be a girl?
You will not see homophobic abuse from us to any individual of the LGBT community or the community on a whole.
You're interrupting. You're interrupting. You're interrupting. You're interrupting. It's okay.
Only the LGBTQ community can decide who is homophobic and who isn't.
We've started a new platform called Rainbow Films, and it's all about queer people of colour, and it's all about our experiences, it's about the events that we go to, it's about the prejudices that we face, the discriminative behaviour that we encounter along the way, and I thought it'd be a really great idea to get you involved. The more we put ourselves out there and the more visible we are, the more we can contribute to normalising queer people of colour within society.
Action. So everyone knows apart from my parents. You know, maybe I do want to live my own life. I do want to hold someone else's right hand. I want to love how I want to, basically.
I'm actually gender non-binary. I don't care what you are, it doesn't matter about what you are or what I am. Our children, and they grow up in our household, and we know it's not about you. This is the problem, isn't it? All of this is very subjective for you. Your whole life is about you.
I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm a Muslim. I exist. Get over it.
That's so invalidating. Like, I told you my story. I told you how hard it was. I didn't know if I liked women. I didn't know if I liked men because I kept flipping back and forth. I didn't have a term for it. So I didn't know what the hell I was. I'm not easier to be bi. Because you get people like this who are like, oh, I'm gay and I don't think bi is real. And I got it all the time.
If I literally come out, I might not have a home.
This is the place where you can be 100% free. This is the place where you are not too black. You are not too brown. You are not too gay. You are not too straight. You are not too butch. You are not too fat. You are not too undecided. You are not too binary. You are not anything except too brainwashed to realize how beautiful you are. This is where you belong.
So that was Pride and we actually got that on. We thought we would have problems with it. That one's made by Hattie. Big boy guy. Me, he used to make.
We know from back in the day. Yeah?
In the day.
He used to be part of our art collective, Bedo and Bettini. Shout out to Bedo and Bettini people there.
I had the Bedo and Bettini studios. All a lot watching. Love. Yeah, Pride and Protest sold out at the BFI. Sold out the BFI at a special screening. I think it's due to be shown in Flair. My friends at Genesis Cinema, I think, are trying their hardest to get a screening on for them. So if you want to see the whole film, go buy a ticket. It'll be out, I suppose, when people could go back to the cinemas. So real soon. Next one. This one's called Made in Absence, right, Wumi?
I'm Batman.
Batman says,
let's go.
Batman says it's on next. Made in Absence.
Can't take any footage inside camera-wise in general, not only because of state laws, but also because of the museum. So I suggest that we walk by the showcases of the Acropolis, the models.
Photos are not allowed until the second floor. Yeah. Until the caryatids. No one is allowed to take photos. I don't understand.
Even from the stairs or the
Nothing.
walls.
Nowhere. Until
So Have the tickets ready, we go in.
Excuse me, please leave the backpack at the cloakroom. The bag.
One of the episodes in this story is early in the 19th century when a British ambassador to the Ottoman Turkish Empire takes art with him. Among them, one of the 6 girls of this temple. His name is Elgin, and later they will be sold to the British Museum together with about 60% of the decorations of the Parthenon temple. And this is a big issue for Greece. Greece has been trying to start a discussion on the return of the marbles. Yes. One of the arguments before starting the discussion was that you don't have a proper museum, even if we would like to give it back. So now we have the museum, and that is why we left this position open on purpose, so that the idea of the return can bear root, in a way, in the minds of visitors.
And at the last floor is the basic floor of the museum. It is a museum of the sculpture decoration of Parthenon. The whole meaning why we made this museum. So as we have the parallelism with the original monument, which is just across us on the rock. The rock is just, this is the reason why we made this museum like that, minimal. Architecturally is minimal, full of glass, so as I can see the monument from afar. So I'm trying to reproduce an ancient monument. New Acropolis Museum has become also a highlight, yes, this is for sure, but when you feel the experience, you don't feel I am a tourist and I went to the place I should go. You feel something else.
That's also part of cultural heritage, that sometimes you want things to remain where they are. What we don't have is the full Parthenon temple, and that is the problem here. Can you cut down a painting into sections, export a percentage of it, and still feel that you have the painting?
I totally disagree on that. I don't care. I have the plaster copy, so I have in my mind the whole representation of the sculptural program of Parthenon. This should be our concern, in my opinion. Yes, the British Museum has a lot, but the British Museum, for so many years, I believe, that has advertised us for free.
But it is a difficult decision because nationalism plays a role in it. I don't know, art itself. I don't have an answer.
I cannot do a tour without imagination. If they would have their hands, they would have them outside of their body, ready to do the so-called libation, we call it in archaeology. That means that they are ready to pour wine from specific vases underneath them. Okay, this feeling is only felt. You cannot see it, actually, because the statues are not preserved the whole thing. But the sculpture has given this expression on the face and the way that the dresses are represented, that you feel that they are about to do the movement without having their hands. We have to reproduce those things in our mind. Some female sculptures we have there, the so-called daughters of ancient Athenian aristocrats, they give a representation of the garment with colors, so as you have the initial idea. So this actually helps you to become more and more imaginative, to make images in front of you. That's the total meaning of the museum, at least as I see it. Yes, why not have some copies to feel how it looked like? And you know, this helps people to understand how the whole thing was going. Those copies, for me, as I see them, is a great work of art. It is art. Copy is, is art.
Hey! You know what? That was beautiful. By the way, I haven't actually seen all of them, so this is going to be the first time I've seen a bunch of them. That was
it's your first time?
Beautiful.
Jeez.
Yeah, some of them, yeah. So you might see me after the stream like, oh.
we got to shout out Julie. My girl Julie, we used to work together. She made that one with her friends. Taught me a lot about Greek and how they deal with their art. That one, you know? And I think it's pretty funny too. I love the little people's reactions to what they think. I think they're all actual TripAdvisor quotes too. So there you go.
I really liked how I just love the framing of that film. I love how there was, in every shot, there was like, you can tell that this person was really thinking about how to frame things. Almost like the film is its own exhibition, you know?
It's a good looking film. A good looking film. I think Julie's online now as well. So if you guys have any questions for her, just type away. I think you can answer them.
Yeah, in there. The comments are going crazy, man. Special shout out to Amana. Hey, South London. Yeah. Out here.
Amana.
Yeah, she's actually amazing. We need to get her into a film sooner or later. If we ever do this again, when they get her on one of these things. But she's been with us from the start, so thank you.
I want to say a big shout out to my boy Martin. Martin Kaluza just sent me a message. He's drinking a glass of wine and celebrating my birthday with me. So I've decided to go do myself a glass of wine, and we're about to have a good time on our own. Water, God's natural beverage. Look at that one. Cheers, buddy. Next one. This one's called Distance by my boy Moses. We'll tell you about Moses after. We'll tell you about Moses after. Enjoy this one.
Hi guys. Well, my name's Ian. 28 years old and single. Cancer. Don't have it. That's for start. No. That's not right.
Getting my body ready. About to see you, my love. Can't wait.
Never done anything like this before, but I thought just like, you know, forget it. I'm just getting older. We're all going to be dead in 100 years, and I decided just to take the plunge. To be absolutely honest with you guys out there in the interwebs, sorry. It was over here on this bridge in Battersea where we first met. You know, you were something foreign that I had never had before. But as soon as you touched my lips, I knew that I would never have anything like you ever again. I remember one thing that my my mother always used to tell me. Bless her soul, she's no longer with us. She was deported, not dead, just not allowed in the country. Anyway, a great thing that she used to say all the time that really stuck with me is that once you find the real thing, you will leave satisfied and fulfilled. That's always stuck with me. You know, I'm not gonna let the limits of distance hold me back from finding the love of my life. The only true thing that's ever actually made me happy, you know? So, I look forward to seeing you and being reconnected again. So, see you in a bit. Bye. I don't understand. You made me come all this way out in Budapest. I left my London home to come to Budapest for you, and you don't even give me the decency to be here. Maybe you're not what I thought you were. Hey guys. Sorry for the last weird rant. But I'm here. I'm here with my love. It was looking unlikely for a second there, but we're finally together. There you go. What do you think? She looks great, innit? I told you guys. Absolutely sexy. You know what? To be completely honest, it was a bit
Man.
There you go.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That one was distance. Yes, Jamie. This is Jamie. Jamie's this side. Very well. How are you?
Dude, I'm good. And would you like to hear my girlfriend's reaction to seeing the video I made?
Yeah, go on.
I will quote this exactly. I still love you, even if your movie is rubbish.
Wow.
Hey, she's Russian, man. She doesn't hold anything back.
No. Love that you got a Russian girlfriend.
Well, you know what? That's motivation. That's real motivation. Knowing that you had that ride or die, even when your film, to be honest, I thought it was good. I thought it was a nice, like, day in the life of Jamie's life. Very much a representation.
There's many things that Katia does not like. So she loves me not for my talent, thankfully.
Yeah, you don't have
Was she the one who
no, but to be fair,
to get the gold in your hair, yeah?
I mean, I'd say she kind of gets similar hairstyles actually to me. So yeah, and
did she?
Anyway,
did she ever see you when your hair was dyed pink?
She dyed my hair pink. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, Jamie here didn't do the last film. He did
not the last one.
The first.
The very first.
The last film was pretty dope. I mean, his film was pretty dope. If you think of it in the sense of this is the life of Jamie.
Yeah. But the last film was Moses. I kind of want to mention the last film just a little bit and talk a little bit about Moses because we know him from way back. How do we know him? We've known him since he was like 16, 17. And he's been making films from day. Loving the t-shirt, Jamie. But yeah, like I think that film Distance is probably up there as one of his best. He's so good. We got 2 of his films on. Unfortunately, I don't think we could have got him here with us today. It would have been great to do an interview. But hey, my boy Jamie's here and he's wearing the best t-shirt ever. I think you win the t-shirt game today.
Yeah, shout out to Elaine for this one.
Shout out Elaine. Well
yeah,
done.
she got this for me for one of my birthdays and good job.
Say that one more time.
She got this for me for my birthday a while ago.
For his birthday. Cats.
Got it the second time. Lol cats. Let's talk about your film, bro. I mean, I feel like we mentioned that this was made before the entire world started locking down, right? Or as it was locking.
Yeah, so it was like 60-70% of it was done. And then it was like, oh, okay, pack up, you got to go home, everything's fucked. And it was, everything's fudged. And yeah, it was, yeah, I know. It was unfortunate.
Can I just say,
but in a way,
you actually are the worst when it comes to like holding your tongue around children and people and stuff. It's just whenever he's in the house with me and my little brothers.
I'm looking at him with judgment.
Jamie cool it. Oh, like effing, blinding, ish, everything. But yeah,
yeah,
you're not swearing.
Okay, yeah. So no swearing. Yeah, yeah. Usually the vlogs are less. They turn less sharply than this one. So yeah, that's not the absolute average day in the life of a musician. Just so everyone's clear.
Just in the life of Jamie.
Yeah. I lose all my jobs and change country every week. Yeah.
I think some people had some questions for you in the chat. How long have you been doing? As in, how long have you been, I guess, vlogging or making music?
Yeah, I mean, well,
Color Carver.
I've been doing music, I guess, professionally for about 5 years now. And it was the luckiest thing. Basically, a guy saying, "Hey, bro, do you want to do music for money in the Middle East?" And I basically said the equivalent of, "Oh, fudge off, you're lying." and then suddenly you're on a plane going to the Middle East, and instead of guns and bullets and mosques, I was seeing alcohol and shots and crazy nights out, and it was really weird first time.
Man,
I'm not surprised. To be honest, Abu Dhabi is a crazy place.
Have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Great, cool story, bro.
Yeah, cool
story, bro.
Okay. So
I would like to say, you should keep it up, because these days, when it comes to traveling, if you're a person who travels and you're a person who moves around, vlogs are the way forward, man. Like getting your videos out there, getting that whole. You know how many people love the idea of having an Instagram page where they literally just show what they're doing all around the world. Mate, there's opportunities there, man. So keep at it, and keep making films, and you could be the next Casey Neistat.
Oh damn! He works real hard. No, Casey Neistat.
Oh, Casey Neistat. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that guy, his work schedule is ridiculous. He gets like 5 hours sleep. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
No, I'm definitely not.
I'm just looking at that picture. It makes me laugh. Sorry, yeah, isolating with my mum and dad. They're in the room next door. They've been watching the films.
Hey, Jamie's mom. Hey, Jamie's dad. Watching.
On my days, Richard said, "How come you were so dead at football?"
Because he taught me everything I know.
Oh, the boss! The boss!
There you go.
Richard, you're finished.
Much love, Rich. Captain sympathy.
My mom says it's good to see you, Jamie. She dropped a message. Eamon retracted the message. Pikeman loves you. Midat tolerates you. So.
Thanks, Mid. Mark just said, "Hey, Deeby," and also happy birthday, bro.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Well done.
I've got one more question. Is this from you, Armin? You're in the room. I don't understand why. Just come over here. I mean, you guys have seen him before.
Yes,
he knows.
Ahmed.
They might as well. You might as well ask. Watch out. Skateboard.
Hello, Jamie. Hello, Wumi.
Yo.
Yes.
Get out of here, man. They can't see you.
What inspired you?
Get out of here. There you go.
Tall, long legs. No, I'm not tall even. Long legs.
What's your question?
What inspired you, like, when you started music? Was it something like you wanted to do since you were young, or it was just a hit? Like it's just something that.
It was.
You started doing music. He's not.
Yeah.
Was it just
wow.
Something you wanted to do before? You got me.
Honestly, when I was young, I was really lazy and I just wanted to play computer games all day. And Mum would take me to piano lessons, and I kept thinking, "Oh, Mum, why don't I get piano lessons? Oh God, I have to practice." And now I'm so glad that she made me go to those piano lessons, because I love it. And my family all play, and my aunt plays, my sister plays, everyone plays. And so when you get together and you with your family, it's not like, oh, we're just going to sit there and be awkward. We go and we'll jam and we'll play music together and we'll do like harmonies and but it's mainly down to that. If they hadn't pushed me to do that and eventually find my own love for it, then I probably would have just sacked it off and been thinking to myself, wow, why didn't I just practice that little bit when I was younger? So yeah.
To be fair, you come from a family of musicians as well.
Keep it up, yeah. Keep it up.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, bro.
Awesome. Good work. Questions in the comments? Or should we just?
I think we should go.
We should go.
I
All right.
love you, Jamie. I do.
Yeah, Jamie.
Much love, boys.
Thanks for getting online with us. Lovely seeing your face. Those lovely. Amazing.
I've never felt so happy to be put in a box by you.
I will put you in a box anytime, Jamie. Anytime.
Is Jamie going to be back later?
Before it gets weird. Next one, I believe. Is 30 before 30. EJ. This one.
Let's go.
Raindrops or waterfalls, it grows with it all. Set back, wonderful, watching the rain fall. And oh, though it falls, it dries. Though it falls, it cries. Yes, it falls like soft little raindrops. Many days feel the same. A heavy heart, you walk in shame. Where to run, no one to blame. Left feeling overwhelmed. You stay alone to count the scars, but it will fade, 'cause nothing lost. So it will change, these two shall pass. You're just walking through raindrops. So walk and let it fall. Just walk and let it fall. Just walk and let it fall. They're just tiny raindrops. So walk and let it fall. And walk and let it fall. Just walk, just let it fall. They're just tiny raindrops. And when it dries, you'll open up your eyes and you will find something so divine. Oh girl, give it time. Don't deny me a short, it will all be fine. Things work in unique ways. There's a calm with the storm if you stay holding on. So open up your heart, like water to a seed. Go and let yourself grow. Raindrops to drain the pain, but don't give up. You'll breathe again. Time will heal and you'll be the same. They're just tiny raindrops that dry. When they fall, they dry. When they fall, they dry. 'cause we rise. We rise. Just tiny waterfalls that drive. Lord knows they'll drive. They will as they fall. They're just tiny holes they'll drive. Your nose they'll drive. It will as they fall. You're just walking through raindrops.
A nice hat. That's a nice hat. You can do it every time?
Not as cool as Kemi's hat in that one.
No, it's cool.
It's looking
Okay.
super fire.
You come out Fresh Prince right now.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped right upside down. But I'm not going to take a minute for you to sit right there or tell you how I became the Prince of a town called Bel Air. So, Deebs, talk to us about the first film that we
First
showed.
one was EJ's 30 Before 30. I kind of wish I'd shown that one first because, like me, EJ is celebrating their 30th birthday, and that's exactly what that was about. Like, EJ had a list of things to do before they turned 30, and didn't get around to finishing it all, but made a nice little film about
It was nice.
Reintjes. And I thought it was super sweet.
Bro, do you remember your bucket list? When
My
we were
bucket
younger
list.
and you had that
To be honest with you,
massive
yeah,
bucket list.
I do. I had a bucket list of about 100 things to do when I was like, how old was I? 18?
Yeah, we were about 18.
18.
We were
I think
in
I
school.
showed it to you, Wumi, too. And yeah, I'm not sure how many of them I got done. Maybe like 4 or 5. And then I just
You did well. You actually did well. I was super surprised when you actually got the tattoo. I was like, his brother here.
that one shocked. That one shocks people. They moved across the world. EJ's from Boston, America, and made that one over here. My door is opening up on its own, and that's creepy. Did you hear that?
Casper, bro. Casper.
And
yeah, EJ's
what was that one after 30 Before 30?
Oh, Kemi's film. Just little raindrops. Listen.
Kemi can actually
listen,
sing.
Kemi rocked through my birthday, right? Because you know we had a big fire dance. We had a sick dance, sick thing on my birthday, and she just took the mic. You know, saw the guys jamming, and she just sung her heart out. And you know what's funny? Like, I met Kemi years ago. It was me and my boy Itsu. I can't remember where we were. We might have been in Buxton or something like that. And yeah, we're just like, wow, this voice is amazing. Like, she's just got this really nice kind of like sultry kind of like, you know, just anyway. Point being,
Kemi
that video is
might
fantastic.
actually be doing might have had a live show before we came on just now too. So
Yeah, she was just she was playing with somebody big. Actually, I should remember.
Kemi
She sent me a
always plays
text.
with the big. Kemi always
She was
plays
with
with the
Teacher Moses the other day.
Deidre Moses, Common. I think
Again,
she's once.
singing with Teacher Moses.
Who else did she work with?
Right, like
Any
I don't know.
big name star.
I don't know.
Probably.
There's a lot of people. But just to point out, that film was actually very well done. I think the lighting, your brother's in the film. I just clocked.
Brother's in that film. Yeah, I had to shout that one out. Akram's doing his
popping
little
and
pop locking, his dance moves without the hat.
I guess this event's
Have you noticed
funny.
how he's been copying my hairdo though? He's been copying my haircut.
Because he's the younger one. That's what they do. Unlike mine, my younger brother is like he's wham and I'm the skinny one. It's weird, but young brother. But yeah, just the film was really good. Having Akram in it, the lighting in that, you know, the subject matter. She did a really, really, really good job with that. So well done, Kemi. Yeah.
Kemi fully reminded me personally when we were having issues with this whole project that everything not coming to place were just tiny little raindrops that we could find our way through. They're not going to last forever. Don't arise forever. We'll work this out.
Bars.
Just little raindrops. Bars. Next one. We got Moses. Reflections. This one's Reflections by Moses.
Let's do it.
Oi, Fugan Muffin, what are you doing in my ends, fam? You man like slumming, but us man know it's all a sham. You man take, never add to the culture, circling new trends. You man are like vultures.
I had a dream, I went home to Africa, and in this dream I heard the sweetest song. Welcome back.
So that one's from Moses. Again, big up yourself, big man. The guy's a talented filmmaker. He's doing bits.
Bro, how's he gonna let his brother get stabbed though?
Man, He wrote the thing. You'll have to ask him. I don't know what's going through his
There's
head.
no way I'm making a film and I'm letting my brother get stabbed like that. Nah, no way, fam.
Man, he can't see himself in the mirror. That's well sad.
Yeah, super sad. Shout out to Rochelle.
Yeah.
Rochelle was in that.
Rochelle's in that movie.
Yeah, man, I got spray painting with her, bro.
Yeah, like she acts too. Did you know that?
Yeah, she acts. She's a spray painter. She does. I think she does a bit of writing as well. Yeah, we got a lot of talented friends, man.
Oh man, I need to follow Rochelle. See what's up. Yeah. So thank you, Moses, for submitting those. What have we got next? Next, we got 2 films coming up for you again, back to back. One is called Down for the Count. That's by our boy Tam. Tam, the man. Tam's always bullet. Tam went to school with us. Much love to him. Mad creative, very talented writer. The Broken Elevator.
Yeah, man. We got to bring that podcast back. Got to bring it back.
Don't know about the Broken Elevator. Go check it out. He's also holding. He's one of the guys behind the scenes right now. He's on the crew. He's moderating the messages we get. So you might as well shout Tam if you know him. Say what's up. Straight after
silent type, but yeah.
By him, we got a film called New Cartographies by my girl Auriol. Auriol couldn't be with us tonight, unfortunately. We was gonna do an interview, but we have a pre-recorded one that will play straight after a film. So yeah, you haven't seen these ones either yet, have you, Tam? Wumi?
Nah, bro. I'm excited. I'm just like the viewers. Let's not run out of steam. Let's get it going.
Keep going.
Where do we go once we have reached the beach? I am the fruit of my own unique self-creation. I am the product of your careless fantasies. She is pink salt, essential and special, dissolvable on the tongue and in the earth. She dwells within fantasy. She exists within the confines of a dream. You kiss me with cracked lips, fantasize about what I do in my bedroom. Inside I gasp for breath, desperately gathering up the broken shards. Floral china, pink plastic, sparkly rubber, rose-tinted glass, mirror, shell, pearl. Ancestral spirits or heavenly energies, providing simple delight and pleasure. She sticks and stitches her name back together. In her dreams, she shapeshifts, a black bear, a snake, shedding fur, unfurling from her skin. An involuntary metamorphosis, longing for transcendence. Strong hands work away at her form, shaping and reshaping, putting her back together each time she transforms beyond her bounds. She is navigating a natural disaster, calling herself into the vast unknown. Ephemeral, untouchable, supernatural. A firefly, a shooting star. Momentary, fleeting, beating. Fragmented female selves are splintered around the home. The lace drapes gather dust, silk gowns are stained, and cotton bedsheets grow mold. To know herself, she must leave herself. Where do we go once we have reached the beach? All my transformations have led me to this place. This lapping boundary awaits its traverse.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. You just watched a block of short films. With me right now is Auriol, and in that block of short films you just watched, featured a film called New Cartographies, which Auriol brought to the world. Hello, Auriol.
Hi.
How are you today?
Very well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Cheers. I'm good. I'm celebrating my birthday. I'm.
Is it your birthday today?
It was on the 11th. But yeah, so it was ages ago. It was ages ago. This whole party was supposed to be after that.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Huh?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. What did you tell us about New Cartographies? How did that come about? How did you envision that?
New Cartographies is basically the sort of visual exploration of the stuff that I wrote about in my undergraduate dissertation. So I was looking at production design and female coming of age. And I spent, lots of time reading stuff and watching stuff and writing. And in my year at Camberwell, after graduating, I decided to take all those ideas and try and put something on the screen, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was going to say, how did those ideas then become sort of something so visual? Because I think your film probably is one of the most visually sort of bright and aesthetic of the films that we have.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I went in as fundamentally as the production designer, and so I had like a very strong aesthetic in my mind based on, the stuff that I'd read and seen and lots of artists that I was feeling inspired by. And then, I just managed to collaborate with some other amazing females who helped sort of bring it to life, really.
Right. Is this an all-female crew?
Pretty much, yeah. It was like five females. Just like so amazing to work with, and they gave their time for free. Otherwise, there's no other way we could have made this film. So I'm so grateful for everything they brought to it. And it was just an amazing experience to work with them.
That's awesome. How did you guys know each other? Did you all work together before, or you were pre make stuff again, or?
Yeah, I mean, so I basically took the idea to my friend Zelly, who I thought she would really understand what I was trying to say and help me develop it, and she did. She sort of became my collaborator, and then
stars in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the star as well.
Yeah.
And she brought on board a friend who she works with, who is the director, Jessie, and Jessie brought on board her DOP, who she usually works with, Luciana. And then I had a couple of female friends help me out on the shoot, and it's just really great, really awesome.
That's awesome. Well, what do you plan to do once this whole virus thing blows over? You're going to make some more films with these guys, or?
I'd love to work with them again. For now, I'm just going to focus on hopefully starting my job again once it's been unpostponed. And get back to work in the art department, I think.
That's still production design stuff.
Yeah, just,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the dream for everyone right now, for things to just go back to normal, to get back on with work. I know I want to. But until then, we can all just jam, mingle here. If anyone has questions for Auriol, just be sure to just tap away at your keyboard in the chat box, and we're all here just hanging out. Thank you, Auriol, for chatting with us.
For having me.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this next round of short films. Cheers.
Yeah.
I think they might ban me from being Q soon. I nearly got caught the other day. Well, I don't mean caught. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything wrong or illegal or anything. Well, I don't think so. I mean, how many times can you buy something and take it back for a refund? Is there a limit? So anyway, Jean on customer services says, "Oh, it's you." And I just went bright red because I didn't know that she'd seen me in there. And then she says, "How comes you're always bringing stuff back?" And I just froze. Rabbit in the headlights, my mouth opening and closing like a bloody fish while my mind was racing to come up with an answer. And then I got it. I said, "Oh, it's my neighbour. She's elderly and sometimes she asks me to get her things, but often she's already got them or her daughter has just bought her one. She's quite forgetful like that, so then I have to bring it back." And then I sort of just laughed, like I was a normal person and not some weird nutter. "Oh," she says, "because I thought you might be a gardener, because I've seen you in here loads. But then I thought, no, if she was a gardener, she'd know what she needed." And I'm thinking, yeah, okay, Jean, just take the sodding yucca and give me a refund, please, so I can go home. But it's sort of thrown me now because I won't be able to go back in there. I'll have to wait till the heat's off. So I won't be able to see him. That's why I go there. that's where he works, where I met him. Well, I say met. I mean, it's not like he'd actually remember me or anything. I mean, I'm very careful when I go in because I wouldn't want him to see me just in case he did remember me. That would be embarrassing. I just like watching him from afar. I don't want to actually talk to him or interact with him. And he usually works on the shop floor, so I have to be really vigilant when I go in because some of those shop assistants can just appear out of nowhere like stealth jets. So I have to be really strategic. I don't get a trolley, too cumbersome. I get a basket and I head straight for aisle 1, where all the big plants are. That way I can hide among the fronds and scope out the warehouse to establish his whereabouts. And from there, I nip up the back of aisle 3, which is where all the wallpaper is, because there's a carousel there with the swatches, which is a good one, because you can maneuver yourself around and see the whole shop floor without looking too suspicious. The lighting aisle's a good one too. Lots of floor lamps to hide behind. But he usually works in the furniture department, lifting boxes and stacking things. He's really strong. Big arms. I like watching him work, watching his muscles pump his body like a well-oiled machine. I think he's been working out. He's really fit now. Very different to when I first met him. He wasn't breathing, unconscious, sprawled out on the floor, grey. We were the first responders on the scene, and I started giving him CPR while my partner Kay established what had happened. He'd been talking to a customer about jute flooring and just keeled over, apparently, clutching his chest. And I kept pumping away, but I couldn't get him back. So I had to give him a charge with the AED. And finally, I got a weak pulse, so we took him off to King's in the ambulance. But I'd only been in the job a few days. And he was my first real-life CPR, and it really scared me, being responsible for someone else's life. But I was determined that he was not going to die. And he didn't. And I've done loads of CPR since then, but it's a tough job, and sometimes I can't cope, and I really doubt myself. It's really stressful, mentally and emotionally, and well, sometimes I have a little wobble. And when I do, I go to B&Q to watch him, to see him, to remind myself that I can do it. I can make a difference. I saved someone that day, and he's living proof.
What are you wearing?
It's my Splatoon hat, man. I can turn into like a squid when I wear this.
That's what women.
I think just
Auriol just came online. I think Auriol just came online. If you guys have any questions, burning, I mentioned that she probably wasn't here, but she is, and I see loads of you have questions for her, which is great. I wanted to talk about the film you just watched called Tara. That's from Debra Baker. Debra Baker, you guys, I don't think might used to teach me drama when I was 16, 17, and we stayed friends. And she's still an amazing actor. Do work on stage and on television and in a few movies if you squint your eyes. And yeah, I got so much love for her. She's so talented.
Yeah, you know what's amazing?
100 monologues, bro. She wrote 100 of them.
I was gonna say, like, it's kind of amazing because when you think about actors, they don't actually ever really have to retire. You can do that for the rest of your life as long as you got your brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not always about just the young, like the kidneys, the team. It's not always about them, fam.
It helps to be able to move sometimes, you know.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying, like, just think about the experience that you get and how you bring that to every new thing that you do. Like,
I feel like I should mention that wasn't Debra that was on screen just now. That was Debra. Debra is one of these dope artists that's always pushing the other artists around her up, as she did just there. So I think that actor was called Bridget. I think you're rocking that well. You're rocking that so well. If you have any questions for Debra, I'm pretty sure you can just leave a message here. I think Debra's hanging out with us. What's up, Debra? Thank you for submitting. Who's online right now? Oh, Kemi. Kemi's about too. So if you guys got questions for Kemi, just drop a question.
Amana was just like, yo, Kemi, your song was great. Please, I like this cross community thing that's going on with us in quarantine.
All the artists in town right here, right now. I'm loving it. Few more films for you. Next one is called Black Black. My guy Dhieu. That's what's up.
Please, brother Dhieu.
Black. Blick. Urban Dictionary. So dark, the one appears slick, like oil. Example 1. I thought I was dark till I seen that nigga. His ass is blick. Example 2. A useful song. Baba blick sheep, have you any bleach? Negative. Explain. The roots. Our roots. Segregation, separation. Comparisons, contradiction, liberation. Then oppression. Suffocated by a dark, unwanted burden. Wrapped, trapped, and entrenched. The first thing she noticed was the colour of my skin. So dark, so buzzed, she wrote. But does that say anything about the resilience I have? The determination, perseverance, ambition, pride, and everything else? Colorism. Prejudice or discrimination based on the relative lightness or darkness of the skin. Generally, a phenomenon occurring within one's own ethnic group. Complexion stratification, emotional degradation, and mental invasion dictating what is beauty and what isn't. Eurocentric. A desire to elevate, escape the fear, the torment, the insecurity. Where is the end if there is one? Cyclical. Hatred, disgust, ridicule. Cyclical. Hatred, disgust, ridicule. Cyclical. Hatred, disgust, ridicule. Hatred, disgust, ridicule. Hatred, disgust, ridicule. The master has long disappeared, but his words are on our tongues. Found their way into our homes, our lotions, our beauty products, intertwined and entangled in the advice we give to our children. Stay out of the sun or you'll get dark. Because Tina, because this is New Africa. Really. They want the thick thighs and thick derrieres, but they reject the thick lips and short coiled hair. Eurocentric. It's ironic. Take pride in your colour and all that it stands for. Reclaim the blackness that was stolen from you, but yet enforce white supremacy. Devotion to a colourless image because we have no history. Subconscious, conscious, deny, degrade, defy. Parading the streets with mighty confidence, ignorant and still indifferent. A dismissal of the truth, rebirth of a lie. Self-worth is derived from the ability to fit in. Replicate something unnatural, inorganic. A much lighter, brighter, whiter self. Freedom? Think again. I remember being 10 years old, year 6, having an argument with a boy in my class over MSN, and I wanted to have the last laugh, so I blocked him. was too slow because I managed to catch his last words. It said, "Go bleach your blickness." Now, what's a 10-year-old supposed to do but analyze, criticize, and then internalize that message? Mindless resignation to beliefs and ideals that are not our own. Defeat, failure, and then shame.
Just go to me and Wumi. Here we go. Here we are. Hello. Oh, good. We wanted to show it to you guys twice.
Yeah, that was
Like,
so good. That was so good.
Representing Africa out here. I just wanna shout out Dhieu properly because he's representing Sudan. That's where we're from. Sudan
Not me,
and Ben,
obviously, I'm Nigerian.
my little brother Ben. I know he's watching. Commented like, "What is Blick? I'm gonna come out and slap you after." Yeah, no, that one's deep. That one cuts right through. I love it.
It's funny, man, because I keep telling you, like, you were obviously my first Sudanese friend. And I don't know, it got to a certain point where I started to, like, you lot all know each other, fam. It's mad. Like, I meet one and I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, when they're always surprised that I know Sudanese people. It's just you, fam. It's just your family. and then every time I meet a Sudanese person, they're like, "Bruh, you actually know, bruh, what's their surname? What's their surname?" Because you lot all know each other. So when I find out, when I met Deng, he was like surprised I know where Sudan is, like, and then like
put it on a map.
Obviously, there's the whole sort of South Sudan thing, but even then, like, it seems to be a tight knit community, and
it can be.
Yeah, man,
it can be. Yeah, man. I want to shout out to you, Mad Love. I think that film is dope. I think it would have been great to see that one on a big screen too. So yeah, good work. Can I make a point about artists? You know when you give them deadlines. And they just can't quite to meet them. The next two films we haven't seen yet, basically, is what I wanted to say, because they just came in, but they were always on the schedule, and we was always going to show them to you. And I'm really excited to look to watch this next one. This is my guy Karol, who I believe is watching this with his family.
Karol of Unit 31.
Karol of Unit 31. Absolute legend. Man.
Shout out Rafi.
Right, man. That's what's up.
Shout out Jules.
What's this one called?
Hey, it's a big deal. What's it called? He told me.
A Kind of Rhythm. That's what it's called. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Unit 31 is the best place where you can be yourself with everyone. So everybody is the everyone, but you as an individual, you get to create the kind of night that you want, and you get to share your energies with like-minded people. You can be what you want. You could be black, you could be white, you could be gay, you could be les, you could be a Scientologist, you could be Christian, you could be Muslim, you can be whatever it is you want. as long as you have some kind of rhythm, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm just saying, for those that know, they know, okay? That's where that's the party hard.
Listen, Unit 31, yeah. Listen, you lot. I gotta thank my boy Curtis for introducing me to those guys. But Unit 31, man, that space was special. Bunch of guys.
Yeah, you got involved in that.
East London, brap, yeah.
Yeah.
And they just held space. You know, there's a lot of different scenes in London. There's a lot of different kind of music venues and things like that, and clubs and all of that sort of stuff. But really, it's about the people, and it's about the space, and it's about the craft and the art and the music. Listen, I'm so thankful that I got to spend a year hanging out with Unit 31.
You got heavily involved in that.
What's that?
You got heavily involved in that. Like, I don't think people you dancing in that video. I was there somewhere too. But like the artwork on the walls, that was all Wumi too. Like the artwork that in the artwork you see for all the promotion for this guy. So I mean, that whole crew, that whole vibe, it's just about the art, no?
It's funny because I always call it like a bit of a creative energy exchange. Every time I went Unit 31, I was like so into the vibe. They were on it for the vibe. The music was solid. It wasn't about all these extras. When you go out in London a lot of the time, there's all these other things attached to it. But for them, it was very much the music and the vibe and talented musicians just trying to get along with each other. And I can't help it, big extrovert. I just vibe with that energy, you know. And it makes me want to make art. I love it when people create art. And I get there and I feel like I want to make art from it. And I think that's how we just kind of connected. Special shout out to Karol for that one, man. That was...
Thank you, Karol.
They're not, and to be honest, that captured it. That film really captured the essence and how you felt when you were there. Generally, smiles all round, man. Man. We saw Auriol in the video. We saw Amano. We saw Isabella. Yeah. Listen, there's a lot of people that... Benji,
I remember going to one of those nights. I went to one of those nights. I was ill. I was sad. I was like, I don't really want to come out. But like, I told Wumi that I would come. And I was just, by the end of the night, I was just so happy I went. I had the biggest, fattest smile on my face. I still felt like I wasn't doing well. But like, that was just that whole night they used to do.
Bit of rejuvenation.
Rejuvenate. Yeah, exactly. It was food for the soul, man. It was good music. It was good dance. Good times.
And look out for them, man. They're still doing things, working hard.
If you want to know the hot spots in London for music, the jams, those guys. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's it, man. There's a lot more in London. There's loads of other things coming up, so don't watch that. But I love how Karol's been able to capture it in that. They are, man. They got onto me about black and white. They love their black and white, man. The world is not black and white, but it's.
They work. I'm almost kind of sad to say we got only one more film left.
Oh snap!
But don't leave just yet. We'll have another chat with Wumi straight after this, and then see you guys off.
Listen, disclaimers here, yeah. Disclaimers here, yeah.
Oh man, don't do this. Don't do this. You know, nobody else gets to.
I'm just saying. Listen. Shout out to everyone who helped me out. I didn't have much time to do this. Like, the credits will come. There'll be a director's cut coming. Anyway, play the ting.
Right, cool.
Play the ting.
All right, cool. You know what? I'm gonna give that a round of applause. You did well with that. You actually did well with that. I want everyone to know that Wumi animated that by himself. I mean, yeah, shout out everyone that helped you, but it was a commission piece, no? It's an advert,
Yeah,
essentially.
so I've been working really hard on a piece for Lewisham Home. Shout out to them for giving me the opportunity. Shout out for everyone who helped me with that. I guess it's a motion comic, really. I'm planning to do a lot more of those this year. And the idea takes these three kids, kind of different backgrounds and whatnot, and they want to get into coding because like coding is the future. So they're kind of from ends, and they get into trouble and they're not doing so well in school and stuff like that. So I just tried to create a situation which would bring them together, and just create some kind of funky looking manga story. I don't know. Kind of worked out. I don't know. It is what it is, isn't it? If I had more time, I would have actually added more animation to it. I would have synced up the music quite nice.
How do you feel? How do you feel like it turned out? Because from where we're sitting, it was awesome. Like,
I guess it's actually like a freak accident. Like today, while I was actually working on all the syncs, my computer just froze, and you got that little twirly rainbow thing, and I was like, "What the flip? How?" Literally 3 hours before we started the stream. So I was just like, okay, let me get the test version out, and let me grab the music. Shout out to Sam from Unit 31 and Harry Macwood for the soundtrack. They smashed it, yeah. And we just put them together, and I just okay, I don't have much time. Premiere Pro, let's put it together, and for some reason it just synced up. Yeah.
Wow, Wumi's just smashing out last minute masterpieces.
I'm
showing off, disgusting.
I see Jamie's mum behind you. What are you doing? Yes,
hey, Jamie's mum. Hey!
Can they hear me? Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, she can't hear you, so I'm gonna have to relay.
Can I just say that that whole thing was fantastic, and the use of music was brilliant as well.
Thank you.
There you
Thank you. It's mad because it could have been so much better, but it's okay. We're gonna get a director's cut. Yeah, I'm gonna flash it up.
Man.
What's going on in my head with it? It's so much more so. Just give me some time.
You're so critical.
That was awesome.
You. When you got, you're doing well when you got mum's approval. You know them ones there.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, special shout out to Sam as well because he gave me that last minute.
I have no
last minute.
Well, we'll introduce you to Sam at some point. Is that? Yeah, dude. How long did that take?
So really, okay. So here's the story. I was originally, because I knew I was going to do an animation for this for your birthday thing. I was originally going to make my own, and I started work on characters, making my own. And then this company from Denmark got in contact with me saying that a musician wanted me to do an animation for them, and something like this. And they told me, "Oh, can you get it done by February?" So I worked all my butt off in the first 2 weeks of February to work on their project, and then second week of February, I called them. I said, "Okay, so can I get the contract, please?" They're like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we're gonna postpone it." I was like, "Eh?" So then I had to figure out something else, and then last minute, Wayne got a guy called Kareem to get in touch with me, and then I got onto doing a different animation, which was to do with this, and there's a whole bunch. Let's just say I had 2 weeks to do it. Yeah,
that's not a lot to do in 2 weeks, man. That's way too much.
Come up with the story. I'm not a writer. As you can see, the ending turned into some anime nonsense, So
to be fair, I was surprised by the anime edition, but it was cool.
You know what? It's not anime. We just draws everything like it's anime. We have some guy in the comments saying it feels like the beginning of a computer game, which it really genuinely could be, because the story does continue with this
Yeah.
motion
I played that
comic.
game.
Yeah, it's definitely a to be continued. You know, just throw some money at me and I'll turn it into a full-fledged, you know, animation thing. But I like this format. I like the idea of doing motion comics. I like that. I think I'm gonna do more of them.
Give me more of them.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Nice.
Jamie,
Also,
thanks
can you explain the side mask?
Oh,
that's from a computer game.
Yeah,
No?
kind of. Have you ever played Journey? If you've never played Journey in your life on the PlayStation,
Is that the one
3 or
way?
PlayStation,
Oh, that's good. That's really
go
good.
play that game. It's
It's
one
a
of the
soul
best.
enriching experience.
It's honestly like wow. Like honestly, computer games are a special kind of art form, man. Honestly, that interactivity. Like I'd love to get into that sort of stuff in the future. Do a lot more of that. Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do though, definitely. But we can make it happen, man. Definitely make it happen.
Project, big man.
Yeah, man. And to be honest,
Well,
I'm just really glad that we got to do this for your birthday, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like I've been
Yeah.
trying to for years. I've been like, listen, we've got so many creative people around us, and look at this. Even with quarantine, we found a way to all come together and create. You know, like I'm so thankful for this, and we've got to smash it up, man.
So much. There's actually so much going on. I don't think people watching kind of realizes how like. Well, there aren't a lot of us, I suppose, getting involved. Actually, no, there is. There is, from all the filmmakers to George, like on the Wiz Kid. We've got Tam also on a Wizzy computer thing. We've got Jamie here. Auriol's here. Was here. Wumi getting involved. He actually managed to do this with the intention of getting it here on time for this short film event. So, man, I'm feeling so humbled right now. Everyone worked so
Bro,
hard.
happy birthday, man. You're very much,
Thanks, man.
very much loved. Yeah, God bless you. You know, and I hope we can all get through this and make some more
Hey,
stuff
Deeb.
together.
Do it again.
Get that figure away
Yes,
from me. Am I
100%.
doing it again?
Are you mad? Are
doing
you
this
mad?
again, guys?
This guy said we should do this once. Are you mad?
Do people want that?
Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again, bro.
Do it
Ladies
again.
and gentlemen,
Do it again,
thank you
bro.
so much for tuning in and joining us and watching us. We're not going to go just yet. We're going to hang around on the YouTube chat. So if you have any more questions, have anything you want to tell us, any suggestions for doing this better next time. Apologies for maybe one or two technical issues we had, but we're still learning.
Shout out to George, man, because this would
George.
Big shout out to George.
George, mother
He's
chucking
looking
Lindy.
good right
Hey, George, you want to put yourself in the? Do you want to put yourself in
join
the?
us. Join us.
Yeah,
Replace me,
join
I
us.
guess.
One of
No,
us.
I'll just go.
One of us.
One
Give
of
me 1
us.
sec.
One of us.
He's coming. He's coming. In the meantime, we can let you know that actually we should let you know that Hey!
Oh, here he
Yeah,
is.
good. Man,
Good
love, thank
work,
you for your
boy.
hard work. I love the dress you have in the background. That's news to us. Is this your studio?
I share it with my friend Lilac.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Lilac, for
That's cool.
getting them into the
Yeah.
studio.
Let us use your studio.
George, what's been the funnest part of this and the most challenging part of it?
Just the whole thing is fun. Just bringing it all together. Learning a lot. I spent my whole week watching like hours of YouTube tutorials. But yeah, just seeing it all come together. People chatting on there, getting all the videos on here. The most challenging part was getting enough bandwidth. Like I literally had to take my computer to a different building just to have fast enough internet to do all this. But
Wow.
it worked.
By the way, I think you guys should make it clear, George, without George, this would not have worked.
None of this would have happened.
Like,
this would not be
this would
happening
never
right
have
now.
happened.
George is the genius.
We would have just had like one long video, right?
Yeah.
On YouTube somewhere that would just be telling people to watch, but not actually be interacting.
No, none of that. But this is the 21st century. We kind of had to make this happen. So thank you, George, for everything.
George is the 21st century.
George is beyond the 21st century.
George is the 22nd He's the 22nd
22nd
century.
century.
And he's bringing back the friggin' 80s Afro. Come on, let's go. George, keep that.
I knew he was going to say that. It's staying for a while. It might get bigger.
I'll do it. Chart the journey.
Wumi goes a nappy Afro. All right, so for everyone that wants to carry on chatting with us, I think we're going to be on for the next 10, 20 minutes.
Wait.
Oh.
Wumi, did we forget about something?
I'm a donut. We did. Oh, snap. All right, how are we setting this up, bro?
I don't know.
All right, so basically, happy birthday, Deeps. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
We've got a bit of a surprise for you, bro.
Oh, no. Okay, go on.
Surprise for you, bro. When it comes.
Should I drop it?
Drop the ting.
I don't like this. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, no. You kidding me? How did you get this?
I moved from Sheffield to London when I was 8. My parents both died in the fire.
Okay.
I slipped onto
Can everyone watch it
which
right
was
now?
in Port
Listening to
Royal
watch
to
it.
make ships.
Bro, we're all watching this. This is
I
a
had one record blanket with
special film made, I
I
don't
slept
know,
inches
maybe
away
like
from the water in between
2000
tons of metal.
something.
I can't believe we're
I
showing
tried
the
to
world
sleep, but I
the
couldn't.
first film I ever made.
Because all I kept thinking about was my parents.
That's ridiculous.
It was so dusty I could still feel
Film's
the
too long.
irritating rain shoving into my back.
It's a pretty long film, but
Didn't
worth
know
watching.
about schools when
George,
I
how's the
arrived in
sound?
London. I didn't think people went to school. I went begging every night around the rich places so I could buy some food to eat.
I wish we could hear it.
One day,
Oh, let's hear
I
it.
saw
Yeah, we
a
can hear
lot
it.
of children in line walking into a factory. I followed the children in. They gave me a little bit of money a week and a piece of stale bread a day. I'd work the machines, climbing right inside them. I never had the opportunity kids have today. They are special and lucky. They don't have to work so hard, and they do have to go to school.
And they do have to go.
I see
Not
them
right
making
now.
mistakes and messing up. I just want them to see what they're doing. Children are the future.
So easy.
Next time you should let me go and go.
I'm gonna go, shut up.
No, you're not. You know it. You're better as a
Hey,
striker.
is that my man?
I'm the best striker.
How old is-
That you're the best striker. I'm the best striker. What about that goal? It was sweet. He didn't know where to look.
Hey, listen, boys. Last night, my granddad was telling me about this legend that lives on our estate. Any of you heard about him?
No.
Apparently, he was this little girl who used to live around here in the Victorian times.
He's making it up. How do you know?
No, honestly. Apparently, he's seen her. She used to wear rags and that.
Oh,
You know, she used to work in one of the factories, and apparently she got hurt in one of them and was never able to leave.
What, like a ghost?
Yeah, stuck between here and death or something.
Rubbish. Like there's a ghost. When you die, you die. That's it, the end.
How do you know? Died recently?
It does seem stupid.
I'm just telling you what my granddad told me. He doesn't lie.
This is like a fairy tale. The stuff belongs in books. It's not real life.
Yeah, well, apparently she goes round cleaning up mess. You know, she will go around and wipe graffiti off the walls, pick up litter that everyone would just chuck on the floor. You know, everyone just takes it all for granted.
Tell me about it. Do you believe everything your granddad tells you?
Hang on a minute. He is telling the truth. I've seen her.
Now you're lying as well.
No, I'm not. It is a girl from the Victorian days. She wears old rags. They used to make her work 7 days a week in a horrible factory. I think that's how she died. She's only 10. Think of all the changes seen happen in all those years. So many changes.
Sounds like how I've never seen
I'm serious.
I'm
Sandy
good.
and Matt became friends.
What are you talking about, Samuel?
Innit, Matt? Remember what the legend done for us?
I've turned your light on, Samuel. It's still not up yet. I don't want you being lazy all day. I've got breakfast waiting for you up here.
Yeah, Mum. I'm just getting up. I'll be up in a sec.
Matthew, get out of bed. Come on. Breakfast is on the table. I'm not going to tell you again. Hurry up. Come on up.
George, you know it's just this film. You have to play the other one.
What other one? What else did you have?
It's so funny. Now we have to do something like this together. I'm getting so many responses.
Yeah, it's lovely. I'm not even checking the Facebook page.
Thanks, Mom.
It's all right, darling.
Things, that's serious. Yeah.
Will you go and get some milk for me? There's some money on the side.
Yeah, sure. No worries. I'll just eat my cereal.
Matthew, get up and go in the shop and get me a bottle of milk and a packet of cigarettes.
No.
Come on, get up. There's somebody there. Take it and go and do
I said no, I'm not going.
Come on, get up and do what as you're told.
Yeah, man.
I want to watch TV and eat my cereal.
Well, I put a tell you. Huh?
Oh, that's what I mean.
So where's that? I'd be kind of terrified.
Look who's coming.
But that's real! Oh my god, I thought it was in the movie.
Is that real?
Chat to Mr. Wilson.
Real,
Is that
man.
real? I see
It'd
his
be
bare
real.
arm.
Is it real?
I see that. Teacher's
Real
page.
tight.
It's game, man.
Hey, you there?
Simon, I couldn't
Bill,
hear.
watch where you're going, yeah?
Simon, just want to go home.
You know what? Give me your woman.
That's
No.
real.
I said, give it to me, you little mug.
Oh,
Give it to him.
I
Better
haven't.
give it to me before I break your face, fool.
Just want to go home.
Give me your woman as well.
Break your face. Ooh.
Oh, run for it away.
You know what's hilarious? I would have got into a fight with anyone else, but
Yeah.
oh my god.
Oh my day. Freaking. This.
It's in your eyes. I don't care what you're thinking. My heart is sinking tonight. It's no surprise. I've been watching you lately. My heart is sinking tonight. And now look who's got the woman now.
Shame on you! You're gonna let him get hurt? What sort of person are you?
Who are you?
You should never let a man bring you down so low as to make you hate him.
Oh, 360
Hey,
cut.
you didn't grow that. In it. Oh,
Look at Matthew!
Thank you.
No worries.
After all these years I've hurt you. Please, why now you help me?
No worries, man.
You need any help with those bags?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I think this belongs to you.
Oh, thanks, man.
right.
No, I helped write it. Like we didn't really have a director because it was like made with a group of like a charity that helped kids in this week. They literally just found us this week. Hey, do you guys
I never realised anything like that happened.
Yeah. It changed the way I thought about people.
It's impossible. Till I see it, I won't believe it. I don't believe in ghosts.
It's not a ghost. It's a legend.
Yeah, if she's a legend so much, what's her name then? Come and tell me.
What's her name, Samuel?
I don't know her name. You're missing the point. She's not a person. She's a legend. I don't know what she does, but I know she does good things. She helped me do good things. She helped me and Matthew become friends.
It's true.
I'm not going to see that.
Okay, help. Oh, God. Okay, tell me you were just like Ricky.
Eating disorder. No, we're going crazy then. Nothing now. Yeah.
See, I told you, you fool.
Hey, what was on your side,
I see them making mistakes and messing up sometimes. I just wish they could see what they're doing. Children are the future.
I can't believe that.
The soundtrack bangs. That MIDI soundtrack. Oh, soundtrack bangs. The mouth that roars. Ooh. Ooh.
My God.
Yo.
That's not fair. What? Why am I in the filmmaker box? I can't believe my family did
That was amazing. That was like Citizen Kane. That was like Citizen Kane, but Michael Bay is directing the action scenes. It was unreal.
Ahead of his time.
It's ahead of all time.
Bro, honestly,
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Like, it was so credible. It was so credible, bro. And that guy and his Walkman. All right, now you know what? This is how detailed it was. You see his dad. See his dad telling him to get up, and got. You see how accurate that acting was. Martin.
Disappearing woman. Insane.
Mate, he actually made that happen. Like the cheapest special effects. We thought it was gonna look banging, but I think that looked well cheesy.
bro. It's funny though.
I think we can all say that we were, touched by that film.
Definitely. Yeah, man. The message is...
Children are the future. Children are not the future. George is the future.
Oh snap! Don't give him that much power. We got to keep him down now. We got to keep him down. We got to contain him.
Okay.
We got to contain him. Listen,
that was a time for George to just mute Wumi. It's like flag. Oh fuck, he's onto us.
Even put George on the camera. You know how many girls been billing my phone? Hey,
what?
George, chill out.
George?
We need to keep him contained, bro. We need to keep him
I
contained.
can't believe.
And he's smart.
He's well smart. I can't believe you guys did that to me though. That's like so rude.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? Wumi, was that your idea?
I wish it was my idea. Yeah, I wish it was my idea, but no, he has a family that loves him clearly more than I do.
Oh,
yeah, I was about 12 years old when we made
absolutely
that.
Beautiful. 10 out of 10.
But yeah, my voice hadn't broke yet. I didn't quite know how to sit still while acting. But to be fair, you know what? I gotta give everyone a massive shout out in that film. Like, we did well. We wrote, directed, sound, everything, right? And it went on to win the the Chicago Children's Film Festival. It's a pretty big deal.
Oh shit, son!
Everything. Big shout out to Mouth That Roars. They're the charity. There were two guys. They literally came up to me and my friends, everyone you see in that film there. We were basically just hanging out on the street corner. Because when you're from like the rough streets of East London, there's
well, Island Dogs. Island Dogs.
Yeah, Island Dogs. We were calm. But we were just chilling on the street corner doing absolutely nothing with ourselves.
Yeah.
And these two legends came out and said, "Hey kids, you guys look talented. Let's get you involved in stuff. Create." And that was the first film I ever made. Sent me on this in this whole journey. So yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah.
That was a super serious blast from the past. Like serious. Was not expecting that. Why?
It reminds me of how back in the day we used to like when I remember doing a film course one time. I think it was with MTV or something like that. And we actually edited the films on the cameras. Like literally, there was like options to edit them on the cameras. It wasn't. Obviously, you guys did a lot better than us, but it's just that no color correction, no freaking like management. Like
does it look like
no solid
white balance
No. White balance? What?
Wow.
What?
Amateurs. By the way, Wumi, what's color correction? No.
Oh man, I'm colorblind. Why you think mine was black and white, bro? Also, special shout out to people. You pointed out that Rio is in that. Rio
is in that. Rio Kai
is like bass player, plays a friggin' drum. He can play everything. Rio can play everything. And he was also part of Better and Bettini. And now he's friggin' doing big things with like Naria and like Rabaya Garcia and all of them, and Sheila from Kokoroko. He's doing bits, man.
Yeah, he's doing bits, man. He killed it. R.I.P. Aishan, the guy starring, the guy you see on the screen right now.
Wow.
Yeah, big blast from the past. John, my guy. There's a whole bunch of people there. I feel like I need to go out and reach out to, tell them what's up, man. John used to babysit us Akram when we were a little younger, and Akram once got hit by a car. He always felt really, really bad about that because he felt like he was responsible. This is trippy as hell, man. I can't believe I'm watching this again. Where did they get it? I don't know.
We literally had to rip it off a DVD.
Did you actually?
Literally had to rip it off a DVD. So yeah. Man. If your family's watching, if they're watching this, they should come in and give you a big hug. That's what they should do.
I think
they should. They should. Warren family, hug your boy.
Yeah, come in. I mean,
they'll get it, only half
like second 20
they're not gonna come in.
Later,
I'll tell you why they're not gonna come in. Eamon and Ben are just like really weird about like love. Whenever it's like their birthday, I run after them and give them a kiss, and they will. That's not happening. Mum and Dad are not going to come in this room. Akram's not going to come in. Akram might come in this room to annoy us.
Akram, come into the room, annoy him.
No one's coming in. Who's that? That's all. But yeah, he's not here to annoy him. You see, they're not going to come in. It's fine. It's fine.
No. There's everyone.
Message. Is it on YouTube?
It's coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
I ruined it.
No.
But you guys, thank you guys.
Who's that? I heard you.
Hey!
Did you do that? Oh, Dad.
Yeah,
why?
He was a producer. He was a connect.
Destruction.
Thanks, guys.
Happy birthday, man.
These brothers are so shy.
They're super shy. They're not going to come out on camera.
They're just.
Yeah.
But anyways,
not even Akram?
Hey!
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God! Allow it! Allow it! What are you doing?
Hey,
yo.
Anyway, guys,
let's go. Akram, well done, yeah. Take over, yeah. It's full on Warren takeover.
I'm joking.
Akram, well done in the dances, yeah.
Yeah, well done, Akram.
Jokes.
That was my birthday beats, I guess. So
yeah, that's how.
That's how they show their love to me.
They're not shy, but it's a balance.
Yeah.
I know that.
Man. So we've been going 2 hours.
We've been going for 1 minute. This has been 2 hours.
Wumi, Jamie, shout out to you guys because you've done a fantastic job with literally just helping Deeb, supporting him, and everything. You guys, and George. Everything, George. By the way, George, sorry, I never met you, but
he's there somewhere.
Adib already told me about how you helped and everything. Shout out to all you guys because it's not easy. And thank you guys, seriously.
Did you have fun?
Yeah,
awesome. So easy.
Thank you, Ahmed. Appreciate you.
No, seriously,
they're great friends. I have the best friends on the planet. I really do.
Thank you for setting up everything and how you contributed.
There you go. You're getting. All, I'm just gonna reiterate everything he said. So thanks, guys.
Because he does not deserve. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it.
We're gonna be online for another 20 minutes, half an hour. If you guys want to keep chatting with us, you can catch us on the YouTube chat. Thank you, everyone involved. Thank you guys for watching. You could have been anywhere in the World Wide Web, but you chose to be here with us. And I really appreciate it. So yeah, again, until we do this again, thanks for everything.
And hopefully in the flesh.
In the flesh next time. Mad love.
Yeah.
Peace. Hey, this, Jamie, why you like this? Why you like this, Jamie?